Hey guys, Tarek Merryface here, and welcome to another video. I was meant to do the knits video, but and I was working on it, but with recent events and things escalating so quickly, I thought I'd make this quickly. I wanted to keep my face off video, so first of all, I'm sorry for the video quality, the audio quality, and my quality. I look like a tramp. Um, I'm going to talk to you about COVID-19 in this video, and I'm going to say this a lot today. I don't want you to panic. I want you to take this very seriously. There's a big difference here. And things are bad and things are about to get a lot worse. So, as a community, we need to metaphorically stick together, don't physically stick together. And we need to take the correct steps. First of all, what's happened with me? Well, 3 days ago, I came off work and I went on my normal off days. And within 24 hours, things had gotten a lot worse. So I spoke to my company and I volunteered to go on unpaid leave to help out my company in the future so that I can have a job tomorrow. So they've put me on holidays until the end of the month. So I still have a little bit of money left. But then starting April, I will not be getting any money. And that's all I'll say in terms of my company specifically, because I can't say more than that. In fact, I'm not even sure I can say this, right? So, but in general, talking about the general industry, I am just but one case. And I am very fortunate in that I'm in a position where I can take unpaid leave. And although it'll be difficult, I can very carefully organize finances and I will be okay. There's a lot of crew that won't, and a lot of them will be forced to go on unpaid leave. And this is not just about the airline industry. The airline industry itself has been very hard hit. It's very dependent on the economy, and we have had the worst crash in 30 years. The other thing is the this is worse for the airlines than 9/11 by a factor of 4 in terms of how airlines are performing. So it's a very serious time. But again, let's not panic. Let's look at this objectively. And so I'll give you a couple of updates. One about what I'm doing, and two, I'm going to parrot a little bit the advice government is giving us because it's very important. And maybe you're going to get it from this video. I don't know. But I quote unquote endorse that advice. So here it goes. What I'm doing, I'm going to stay home, obviously, as much as I can. I'm only going to go out for shopping. And I'm going to be working a little more on YouTube. Yay. And on my project, my secret project I've been working on for 2 years. I've been a little lazy about it, but I've also been very busy. But now that I've got this sort of golden opportunity to work on it, I'll do that. And maybe I'll be able to announce what that project is. And I will maybe start a second channel for it, not as a competitor or anything like that, not even to get views, but just as a sort of a commercial channel. So that's what I'll be doing. The advice. First off, only go outside if you really need to. Avoid non-essential travel, especially to other countries. It seems like Europe is closing up all of its airspace as of 9 hours ago. And essentially just don't travel if you can avoid it. Only go for sort of like shopping and that kind of stuff, and going to the hospital if you really need to. And by the way, all this advice does apply to you even if you're young, strong, fit and healthy. Like myself, I mean, I'm a little overweight, but I'm fit and I am young and healthy. So I'm at a low risk group. However, my wife interacts with people who aren't, and I live in a town full of old people. So although I'm young and I'm fit, and if I get it, I'll be okay. If I get it and then I give it to someone else, they could be in serious trouble. So even if you are in that category, this advice applies to you. So stay at home as much as you can. If you suspect of having been in contact with someone with COVID-19 or of having it yourself, then self-isolate for at least 14 days. Now, the symptoms are mainly 3. So you got coughing, fever, and shortness of breath. And those symptoms can be mild or they can be very severe, and they can be accompanied by other symptoms if you have a underlying condition. If you're self-isolating, it could be a good idea to get your friends and family to do shopping for you. And when they do that, they leave your shopping outside. You don't get any physical contact or proximity to them. They drop it outside your doorstep, talk through the window, for example. Then they go and you pick it up. Also, really important to disinfect your entrance, your front door, for other people not to get sick from you. If you're living with other people and you think you have it, try and disinfect the bathroom after every use. But that, if you only have one bathroom, it's going to be very challenging, I'm not going to lie. Like we do, we only have one bathroom. Something else is wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. There's this excellent song by Gimlet Media. It's a song, it's Science Versus. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but I'll give you just a small preview.
Now, Wendy, I'm gonna tell you how to wash your hands in just the right way. The CDC commands. First, turn on the tap and stick your hands under. Then turn the tap off. You don't want to waste water. Now, soap up and don't skip. That's your weapon. Then you gotta scrub your hands for it.
So, podcasts are a great way to pass the time in a quarantine. So, Science Versus is a awesome podcast, and one of their sound engineers wrote this song, which is really, really cool. So, washing your hands 20 seconds or more. Lather, rub your palms together, fingers, rib your wrists, your thumbs, and really important with your thumbs, round motion, side to side, up and down on both sides. And 20 seconds is a long time, which is why I showed you that song, because that song makes you wash your hands for 20 seconds. And you'll realize how long 20 seconds is. Zita and I, my wife, we have antibacterial gel and foam next to the front entrance and next to the back entrance. When we've come from outside, we quickly disinfect our hands. If we have any bags, we go drop that off, and then we go and we actually wash our hands in the bathroom, 20 seconds or more with lots of soap. Social distancing, keep at least 2 meters away from other people if you can. That's 6.6 feet. Really, really important, because if they cough and they have it, that's a distance that it can reach. Well, a little less than that. The other one is really important, panic buying. There's so much panic buying going on right now, and it's not good, guys. Do not panic buy, please. There's enough for everybody. The manufacturing of goods has not been affected at this point in time. And when you panic buy, you put a lot of vulnerable people in danger. And a few things, for example, toilet paper. Old people only have the strength to go shopping like once a week, maybe. And when they go shopping and they don't have any toilet rolls, they're screwed. Because some guy went and filled an entire shopping trolley full of toilet paper and took it all home. When there's no need, right? There's enough toilet paper to go around. So don't panic buy bread, don't panic buy eggs, don't panic buy toilet paper. Also, really important, don't panic buy soap, right? Because if you buy all the soap, you keep your hands clean, but everyone else will have dirty hands. And guess what? They'll be touching the same surfaces you do, and you'll get sick from them. It's a bit like herd immunity. Everybody needs to wash their hands. So only take the soap you need and wash your hands, and trust that everyone else will do that. This is a community effort. Another thing about panic buying, masks. The medical masks, only buy them and use them if you're one of 3 categories. If you're sick, including COVID-19, if you're a medical professional, in which case I'm preaching to the choir, and third, if you have an underlying existing condition where getting COVID-19 would potentially be fatal to you, right? Those are the 3 categories where you should be wearing a mask. I don't fit any of these categories. I did not buy any masks. Okay, do only wear a mask if you're one of those categories. There are not enough masks to go around. This is the one thing there's not enough to go around, and it's really important that everybody has it. Okay, so how will all this help you? The fact is, you and I and my wife and most people will probably get COVID-19. That's a fact. It's a strongly rooted in science. We will probably all get COVID-19. What we can change is how long it takes for us to get it. If we can delay the time it takes for us to get COVID-19, then what we're doing is we're flattening the curve of any amount of people who has it at a given time. And by reducing that amount of people, the amount of people that have it at any given time, we're reducing the load on our hospitals. And that right now is the biggest threat. In the UK, we have 5,000 respirators, but we are a population of 67.5 million people, right? So even if 0.1% of the population got very serious cases of COVID-19, many of them would die because there's not enough ventilators to go around. So if 0.1% of the population got serious cases of COVID-19 at one given time, many of them would perish because we don't have the resources to treat them. And we are talking about a first world country here. Okay, so we need to flatten that curve and reduce the amount of cases going on at any given time. It's scary, but please do not panic. The worst, unfortunately, is yet to come. That is just the way things are. But together, we can work through this. So, don't panic. Social distancing. Wash your hands. Work from home if you can. Only leave the house for essential travel. And let's be a community together. I will try and make videos to keep you entertained. If you have virtual reality headsets, now's a great time to use them and use apps like AltSpace and VR Chat to socialize with other people in a safe environment. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'm okay. My family's okay. But things are serious. We need to take it very seriously, and we need to be objective and follow the advice that the professionals are giving us. The government has started to roll out schemes to help people, including potentially getting wartime funding. So the economy is going to take a hit. That's guaranteed, a bigger one than it's already taken. But as long as we come out of it on the other side, we can and we will recover. Okay? So, although we have some difficult times ahead, and I am absolutely no exception, we need to stick together as a community. Again, metaphorically, not physically. Guys, if you've watched to the end of this video, thank you so much. I need to go and do stuff now. But yeah, so I'm Tarek Merryface. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and happy self-isolation.